Episode 83. Continuing our little adventure in the atelier, though it doesn't seem like it's going to be little if it takes an entire episode just to do one row of letters, or one row of messages and half of a row of letters. We barely got any letters that last episode. I guess we'll just start with the words inside the puzzle boxes and worry about the full message of letters later, maybe. When covering 2 secret messages here, I'll focus on one at a time. And that's only the start of the puzzle, I imagine. So far we're just sticking to the atelier itself, and there doesn't seem to be any real issue with that. It's just solving the puzzle boxes, really. But I feel like there's going to be some point where we have to come back to the main house and do something with the floor plan. I don't know. Just something that is reflected by the blueprint version of the house over in the atelier. And we'd have to do that inside the main house. It seems like the kind of puzzle this game would have. We've got the blessing of the monk for 2 more days, today and tomorrow. And we still have 2 gems to start with, so we can just head straight to the atelier. I guess yesterday I just overestimated how long I would spend in the atelier and tried to get a few more steps for the day. We'll probably end the day before we actually care to regain our steps, I guess. Oh wait. I see. Well, that's good. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about ending the day yesterday in the secret passage. It's a good thing it's still here because I ended the day in the bunk room inside the atelier, didn't I? But I guess I counted as a secret passage, the atelier, or whatever. Good to know. So we've done this row of letters, and also like these 2 up until the pool. And we also did these 2 bottom rows of 10 blocks down there. So that'd be 10, 20, 25, 28 more rooms we have to go through. And I guess we're going to continue from this room right here, where we ended yesterday, last episode. The bunk room. Just to check. Now that's a new day, did any of this reset? The boxes... Oh god. That box reset. I don't know how I feel about that. We're gonna walk in and take a look at this. I have this written down already, this note. Hopefully I can solve this really quickly, just as a test. And it's gonna be the 4 yellows, and this goes across. Is this the same way I solved this last time? I got a yellow down there. We need to get this other yellow down there. How can we do that? We'd have to use the green somehow. Get that black down there. Or did I just screw myself just now? Well, I think this is okay. We can do like a this, and then move the top ones down, like so. And that's good, and actually that's perfect. Okay. So the test here is this message going to be the same, or is it randomized every single day? No, okay. This is still the same, so as long as I wrote it down, this will be fine. I'm hoping there's no requirement for opening all the boxes on the same day, or something like that, because then I'd have to do the puzzles again, and I mean, who wants to do that? It's probably just a message. I have no idea what's going on here, though, with this other gallery. I'll have to remember to like come back here, I think. Or the wiki will point me in this direction eventually, because this is definitely something else. This is definitely not nothing, this other stuff. I mean, there's no art on the wall, but there has to be something. So yeah, we're going to the bunk room. This was the entrance hall, and the entrance was there, so over here. I like the music in here, though. There's this one part, I think this part here. Well, some part in the music where it kind of takes like a creepy turn or something. Wonder what's down there. Probably nothing. Can we like go behind and... no. That's not the bunk room. That's not the bunk room. Okay, this part of the music. Where it kind of takes like a creepy turn. My controller is still having this left stick issue. Thought I cleaned it out, but I might need to like more thoroughly clean it out. Damn, just go through. Yeah, it's still doing this on its own. Auto walk. For a game like this, it doesn't really matter, but I'm probably gonna have to fix this at some point. Oh, this is a dead end, and actually, there's no way in here without like going through a room. This like doesn't connect up with the rest of the hallway. This lone hallway, I guess. You have to go through. Through at least one room. Okay, so here's the bunk room. So... no, wait, that's not the bunk room. That's not too bad since I'll bunk. This should be the bunk room. Yeah, there we go. Well, not the bunk room. This is the room I was thinking of, but it wasn't the bunk room. The room I was thinking of was the servants' quarters. That's where we ended yesterday. And just to be sure, this should have been... right, we did this room. And this room, the pool, yeah. Okay, so next puzzle box. I guess I looked at this and didn't quite solve what it is. A worm and a bat. Baseball bat. An earthworm. It's not a bug. And I'm not sure how bug would relate to bat. Bat. Ba. Add a letter to bat and you get bass. Is there like another word for this? Like some kind of cricket term or something? This isn't like what they use in cricket, but just as an example, there could be like another term for the baseball bat. Or it could be from like an entirely different sport. I don't exactly have the shape of a baseball bat memorized, like the exact dimensions. Is this regulation? I don't know. We need 4 blacks. We can get more blacks by turning whites into blacks. When we press this, the blacks are definitely going to become reds no matter what. Which means we have to turn 4 of these grays into whites. I guess that's going to be our first goal. We're in the messing around phase right now. Okay, that's 4 whites. They're not in the right position though. Not yet. Have I screwed myself? There's no way to get a black up here to move these around. This is one of those ones, I think, where you kind of have to get the position up before you do anything else, because it's not recoverable. I don't see any way around this. Oh, it was easy enough to get here in the first place. If we do that first, I think what we want is a white in the middle. How do we do that? By doing this. But we have to make sure the yellow ends up in a place that doesn't matter to us. Like that. And now we can transpose this white over to where we need it. We need to like preserve a white on the bottom. Oh shit, damn it, didn't mean to press that. Do that again. White up there. White up there, and done. Easy one. Just have to not make a mistake in the start. Tint. Writing that one down. Cast a tint. Worm. Orm. War. Wom. Wombat? Wombat. Wormbat. No. That's nothing. No door here. Here we go. The boiler room. Or the pump room, rather. Non-functional, of course. Oh, right. Pi and pin. Easy one. Been a while since we wrote in this, here. I didn't actually have any for this row, and we're like on the fourth room in this row. And the puzzle. That is, yeah, purple, 4 purples. Which we get from the oranges, which means we have to surround... Does it work like this again? It does work like that, yeah. So we could use the blue. And in fact, why not use the blue that way? Let's just kind of test that out. For now. Oh wait, that's just a solution. Okay. Of. O. F. Alright, almost done with this row. Going a lot smoother than the last episode where we started in the top left. That, what was it, the archive room? That was really tough. For me. Maybe the red rooms are tough. Ear and globe. Sphere. No, that doesn't work. Lobe. Like an earlobe. So this is a G. Okay. Ah, controller again. G. And this thing. 4 blues. What turns into blue? Orange turns into blue. Wait. What else turns into blue here? It has to be something with the white and the gray. We need to experiment with the rules here. Okay, that does work. Interestingly enough. This is going to be interesting. We get a white up there. I guess we can transpose the blue, if that helps. Oh, we also got the orange. Maybe I should do the orange first. Oh, we only have the one blue to start with anyway. We can still move around the yellow and stuff with the black and the green, moving things around, I guess. I'm pretty sure that's a good first move there, and we can't really do anything without the black yet, so do that. And just in general, keeping the yellow up there doesn't seem like a bad move. Except we kind of want to change these gray, so they're not in an optimal position to do that. Oh, and actually we can't move the black out of the middle here, unless we... no wait, we can. Things are recoverable. Oops. Just kind of get the grays over here and then what? We gotta get the black in the middle again. I started off like... No, actually, it seems like there's no good way to get this out of here, or at least the way that I set it up, I can't do it. Let's just focus on getting things turned around, I guess. This looks like it's going to be a tough one. I almost wish I didn't reset my first try, because I don't know how to replicate that right now. Well, those being white don't really do anything for me. It's just this positioning is bad. Can we change that positioning? We can't really do anything until the green is out of here. Other than like change whites and everything. And then after this, we want the black to be up there, so... really the only thing we can do is put it there. So how did I do it the last time where I had more blues than this? Do we want this to be blue? We could make it like a white? Well, I guess that's the same thing. Do we want that? There might be multiple correct solutions here. Yeah, when the blue has to behave like a white, it's kind of tough, because of the rule that it has to be in the center. And that pressing any white is going to change it. Well, we have more blues now, I guess. I want to change this orange. Will you let me do that? Somehow. We know we can get the black down and above and... But we can't exactly swap positions here because the green can't move. Well, blue behaves like a yellow right now, so I could move it up and do some stuff. This might just be the kind of thing where I have to play around with it, but that could lead me into a dead end. If I can get this blue down one row, or like a crossover this way, to surround this thing, not sure. Well, I guess we can do this, but then have I screwed myself? I guess I can, This would let me put a blue down here. Don't think we really want that. Oh wait, there we go. Alright, we got another blue on the board. I think that's very important. So let's get the black down back to the middle. Which we can only do by doing this. I think as long as we have more blues here, we can work with this somehow. Yeah, this is working. That's 4 blues on the board. Is this enough? Can we, like, work this out somehow? To get the black out of here, we'd have to swap the blue, the green, and the yellow. Well, actually, as long as... hang on. No, wait. We're almost there. In fact, we're there. Yeah, that one had a lot of play, which just means there wasn't a clear-cut solution, at least to me. But I guess I kind of like those ones where you can just kind of go back and forth. T-R-U-T-H. Second row complete. For this part of the message. Cast a tint of truth is the second row. So here is the edge, we're going this way. The gym. A 1 and a leash. Leash. Does the ground make like a noise when you go back and forth? Kinda sound like it did. Leash. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of for this. No, wait, that's not a leash. That's not like the leash that we saw last time. It doesn't have like the other thing on the end. That's a shoelace, I think. A lace and a race. A 1. Shoelace, lace. Ace? Lace and ace? I don't know if this would be an ace. I'm not going to write this one down because I'm not really confident in it. I guess it could be an L. Lace and ace. If they wanted to be ace, they could just use the ace of spades that they had before, but I guess these are all new art pieces, so... I'm pretty sure this isn't an ace, though. Feels like a leap in logic. These are reds, right. And these rotate, okay. To get 4 reds, we'd have to transform black into red. Something like that. Let's just kind of load up the board with whites or something. That's almost it. It's like almost an easy one. I'm just kind of messing around at this point. There we go. Two. T-O. Writing that down. Done. Metal. Metal. Edel. Meal. Meta. No clue. There's a door in here. Now this hallway's kind of wonky. It's kind of really wonky. I want to get in this room. Can we cut through here? Yeah, it's a hallway. Was this the right room? I don't think it was. Here we go. The laundry room. Yeah, this is that weird part of the house. Oh no, this thing again. Well, these are pliers, and that's a pier. I don't know if pier is right for that other room that we saw it in, but... okay. Which room are we in? This one, so... pliers and pier, that's an L. And the box. Funny that they don't do it in like these photo frames, it's like these blueprint things. And just in general, I wonder if there are any differences to the main house. They probably would use the same model just because they wouldn't want to redo the entire game, you know? And it just makes sense that the blueprint becomes the actual model, I guess. Who wants to model all these new things? Just slap the blue texture on it and call it a day. Call it a day. So that's gonna be 4 purples. We have no whites to work with, so it's gonna have to be the oranges that we use. Oh, right. Oh, we could use the blue. Don't know if I want to use it this way, but... I'm just confusing myself at this point. Oh, that's not enough. I'm just kind of pressing buttons, but we're getting there. Moving things around with purple is kind of a pain in the ass, isn't it? But I guess you get used to it. As long as you have enough pinks, or rather moving things around with pink, it's kind of a pain. But yeah, I can move things around with purple, I should remember. There. Using the blue to get more mobility was the right choice, I guess. Find. Could probably also use the blue to get another purple. Maybe that's also equally usable. Okay. How did I enter this room again? Which way is north? Damn, if only I had like a compass. I mean like a real compass, not the compass that you get in game. We came out of this room, which I think was to the south, so I think we're gonna go in this room next, but it's also weird. Here we go. I should maybe consider conserving on steps. Fire and briar. No. Soup, thorn, thorns, briar, broth, pot. These are like all different paintings, like there's no... I mean, this has overlap with the other room, but... One, there's no overlap with the house, but the other thing is that none of these are going to be using like the same 2 photos in a different room. Which I guess it was also true in the main house, they didn't use like the same 2 photos in a given room. But it's just hard to figure out what exactly the letter is going to be when a lot of the words for the same picture don't end up being the same. This could be thorn, like it was last time. Or it could just be something else entirely. Like a stalk or... I don't know. We got 2 blacks, we got 2 yellows. Nothing can change here. Nothing can change color. So we just got a maneuver. Seems like a good first move. We want to get another yellow down here. Well, that's great for the bottom and all. Now we need a black up top. Which we can do. So now just get another yellow to the bottom, which we can do. Oops. And pretty much done. Pretty much done. Hour. O-U-R. Great. Which way was north? This way was north. I gotta start remembering when I enter rooms. My stick also drifts down. It's not doing it right now, but there it is. It drifts up and it also like drifts down sometimes, like backwards. Maybe I just imagined it. But definitely drifts up. That's a score and that's a field, music, crops, barn, 4/4, treble, signature, bars, bar and barn? The texture on this is kinda... There's like something going on, not that that matters. It could be bar and barn? Is this like proper to just say bar? I feel like there'd be extra words there, like a time signature or bar chart or something, but I guess bar might be fine if we call this a barn. I'll put down N here. I'm not sure I want to put down a question mark. I guess we'll put down like an asterisk or something, I don't know. What room is this? There we are. N asterisk. I guess that's pretty much the same thing as a question mark, I don't know. 4 yellows. We got oranges I can change and that's it. Let us surround the oranges with yellows somehow. There's one. Get a black down there, just to make things easier on us. How can we surround these with yellow? Is this gonna work? Well, we can do this. Okay, that's how we do it. Easy. Easy game. Pass. P-A-T-H. Right, the map doesn't help me. This way should have been north. Just to check going on this way. This is like the row I already did, right? Yeah. So our last room on this row is right here. And this way is north. The way of the fireplace. That's a graph. That's a spear. That's a chart. That's a sharp spear. It's a... There might be another word for this. A point. Chart. Graph. Raff, gaff, grap? I don't know. Chart, cart, heart, char, chat. I don't know. Where's the box at? There you are. 4 purples. We got 2 oranges that are gonna have to become purple. Somehow. And then just do the same thing, right? No, it doesn't work that way. It might work that way if we had like a black, but... Oh wait, it does work that way, never mind. But then... Oh, then we just do the other thing we did last time. Getting lucky with these ones. That's good. A. To find our pass A, that's this row. On to the next. That was north, so our next row is over here. Gonna have to go around. On the right side is north. Is this the furthest edge? I don't think it is, actually. Or is it? One, 2, 3. Yeah, this is room, like the adjacent room. We need to get over to that one. Can we do that without wasting any more steps? I kind of used a lot of steps going back and forth, but I think, yeah, it's the weird part of the house. Well, I guess what we'll just do is solve this one, and then solve the next one over there, just to save on the steps. A ballpoint pen. No. A can? A pen and a can. Open. It's open. An open can. So that's a no, I guess. I mean, sometimes they use the photos like that, right? Stop it. Stop drifting. Okay. An O in this row. Four purples again. We got some whites, but that doesn't really do anything. Well, they become black. Which is good, I guess. So to get some purples over here, we're gonna have to surround this somehow. Purples can go down and that's it. Blacks can go across. Oranges only change when we're done with them, but I want to change that now. How do we... How do we do this? These have to become purple, because there's no other way. These only become black or red. And I'm pretty sure there's not really anything we can do until... I mean, this doesn't change anything. The positions don't matter because we can turn them to black at any point. So I don't think there's any reason to hold off on turning them to black. I think. We somehow need to get an orange down here or a purple up to a different row. But these pinks only affect their surroundings. There, we moved to pink. So now we just need to find a position where the oranges can get surrounded by purple. Can we replicate that? I'm just spitballing here. Well, it's not going to be surrounded by the purple that way. We can move the purples down, but I'm afraid of changing their initial position. It's like swapping a sticker on a Rubik's Cube or something. It might be non-reversible or something like that. Now it's next to one of the purples. Okay, that was mostly purple. There we go. Of. Another of. Wait, did I? Oh yeah. We're on the second room here, so there. I just realized this didn't make sense to come after the A in the previous line. The word that comes after A is over. Which way is north? This way. Ah, this room's kind of... It's just cut off. There's like no other way in here. Oh, never mind. It's a hallway. But I think this is the edge of the house. Can I just like see... Yeah. So that should be north, and... This is the first room in this row. An arm and a farm. Oh, I wrote down the O in the wrong position. F and O. That was an O over there, right? Open and pen? Yeah. Four purples. Which means we need to get one more purple. Oh, is that bad? Is that bad having that there? That is bad. How do I get out of this? I need like two purples on top, so there's one purple on top. We can get another purple on top by using the green, I guess. But then... Well, that's good. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's what we want exactly. Okay. They are getting easier. Maybe the ones at the top were just meant to be tough, or at least some of them seemed that tough. Hue. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to come after the A in the previous line. Okay, so we gotta go past this room, but we're gonna try to save steps by going like around the long way. Damn, gotta keep my dead reckoning here. Oh shit. Is this part of the house like cut off? I guess it does connect with the rest of the house, so we can conserve on steps. We just gotta dead reckon a bit. At least we can check our progress if I see a room that I recognize. Well, I recognize this room. I don't know if we did that room. We did do this room, yeah. Pretty sure. What's that? Some kind of bug? Right, I remember looking at that photo. I don't remember if we did this room. Okay, this room was the one I asterisked. The N. Yeah, the barn. So this would be the third row here. Don't drift into the room. So we need to do this room after we do this room. Okay. So this way is north, where we came in from. A book. And a brook. A babbling brook. That's an R. I'm pretty sure. I'm glad it was a book. Sometimes there might be like a word that I don't recognize at first. Stop drifting. It was an R, right? Yeah. Four oranges. We've got more than enough oranges, but I guess they can become other things. Become pink. Easy. We didn't even need the yellows. Wisdom. It's gonna be hard to fit in my little page here. W-I-S-D-O. Okay, so out the north and into the coat check. A pig and a pie. I mean, I guess it's a pig. I guess it's more like a boar, but that's still the same thing, right? I think. Writing down G. And we need 4 oranges again. Become pink. Easy. Easy game. It's just the same solution. I guess I did that on purpose. 2. It's an easy game until it becomes a hard game. Last one for the row. I'm surprised we're getting 2 rows done this episode after last one. Or wait, it's actually like 2.5 rows if we complete this. Maybe even more if I like do 2 more after this, that'd be 3 full rows. Is this? What is this? The parlor? It's the parlor. You know, I forgot what the parlor looked like because... the Baron's casket is no longer here. I'm ashamed that I got used to that. But this is what the parlor always looked like before all that. A rat and a graph. A chart and a rat. A mouse and a... chart. Rat. Mouse. Graph? Chart and graph is really all I got for this. A plot? Like a line plot. A plot and a rat. A mouse. Rodent. Squeak. I don't know. It's a very nice rendition of a rat. But we're not here for that. Four greens. We got some blue so we can do some things like make it act like an orange. We might want to do that. We have to do that. There's really no other way around it. Okay. Do we want that last one to become... Well, we can't exactly move this up, can we? It can't leave this middle bit. Not with any of these other things. So we do need this to become the other, yeah. It's easy. But we also need to get another one up there, which is easy. It's all easy. Turn. Hue of Wisdom to turn. And just as a check-in, since we kind of went through a few rows here, through lantern light in sketches, cast a tint of truth. To find our path, the hue of wisdom to turn is what we have so far for the first 4 rows. We have the bottom 2 rows, which means there's 3 more rows remaining. Graph. Gra. Raff. It's a raff. My favorite animal. Raff. Mouse. I don't know. I feel like I could get this one, but... this rat just feels very encouraging. Maybe because it has 3 letters in rat, and that feels like it's easy to work out what this other thing would be if the other one's only 3 letters. But it could be mouse or just some other word entirely. Rat. Chart. Gross. I mean, it's kind of an upward trend. There's like a peak in the middle. Peak and squeak. No. Okay. Where am I? This is the edge of the house. Right, this was Norse. So we want to go all the way to the end there, but I don't think that's like the very end over there. That seems to be 4 doors down. Unfortunately, we're blocked off here. We'll just try to kind of hug the left wall here and find a way around. Well, that's no good. I can't actually go inside here. I don't have to do it left to right, but it's easier for me to keep track of things on the page that way. Having said that, it's harder to keep track of where I am in the house this way. Without going through an actual room. Alright, so this is the row we're interested in, I think. And actually, yeah, the foundation does adhere to the rules. It's like right in the middle. This is rank 5. So this is rank 5. This is rank 4. We can't progress past here. So rank 3. On the right-hand side. Rank 4. And here's rank 5, the 2 rooms we need. Pretty sure. Yeah, we did this room. So Norse is over through here, this back wall. No dartboard here. Bone into 1, easy one. This might be like the only one that uses the word 1 for that photo on the right. B for rank 5. For reds. White becomes red eventually. We want the blues to change like the... Well, blue can become gray. Like that. Is that good? Did I like screw things up a bit? I probably need to use a black at some point. Wait. Just reset. Just offset this by 1 or something. And hopefully that's fine. As long as we get like a pink in the middle and we can like play around with this. That's almost it. Oops, damn. Went a little too far there. Ah, right. We can try to plan this ahead. If we get like a pink in the middle somehow, and then revert our position to like what it was previously, that'd be great. Not sure how to do that. Like this. There we go. Yeah, we just had to hold on to the blacks until we were done. Us. First word, rank 5. And if I complete this next one in the next 5 minutes, I would have completed 3 entire rows this episode. That way was Norse. So this is the next room. A box and a boat. Pier. Lunch. Tin. Pier. Wharf. Dock. I don't know. This one gives me trouble if it's not pier or wharf or dock or whatever. Maybe it is wharf or dock and there's some kind of words I don't know for this one. Yacht. Ocean. It could be a lot of things. There's just so much drawn here. It's like the entire landscape too. Well, let's solve this. No, we haven't seen this one in a while. That's white, right? Yeah. Okay, this seems a little bit suspect to me. Would we want to use the red? Red just makes trouble for us, doesn't it? It would remove the black and then turn the black to red. And white has no interplay with red or black or anything other than gray. So the reds are just kind of landmines, I guess. Gotta get like one more white in here. How can we do that? This would be great if this one can change to white somehow. Which I mean without changing this one from white. Because then we'd have that. We need to get these two adjacent to these somehow. I think we do that with black in the middle somehow. Something like this. Oh, oops. No, that's the worst outcome, damn it. Okay, we're back here. And I think that's almost what we want. Can we like use this black to... and then like do this? There we go. I did it. Within the hour too. Right. That's 3 whole rows in one episode. My best yet. Out of the 3 episodes I've done this, plus whatever I did in the finale, which doesn't really count. Which means there's only 13 more of these rooms remaining for the first message. But for this part of the message, I still have no clue. No trophies in the blueprint version. I guess there are those trophies up there. Do I end the day here? I still have 22 steps. With 13 rooms remaining, I'd have to like step out and get 21 steps. And then to step in and then step back out, I would have to... It'd be at least like 26 steps to go in and out of each room. Let's actually do something... I guess I'm going a little bit over on time, even though I'm so perfectly ready to end this episode right now. But I want to go back to the main house, because if we have to end the day anyway, then we're going to have to do that, but... This was the way, right? I think so. It actually looks like it takes some steps to move through the hallway. I guess the hallways are long, sort of like the grounds here, so they take multiple steps. I'm just going to quickly roll the dice here to see if we can get something that gives us steps. But if not, we can just end the day. It'd be nice if we didn't have to. And we'll just like close out the episode this way, I guess. Oh wait, I still have the redraw thing. I should have done that. It's a weird way to go over on time on the episode, just beginning the house. I don't know if I'm going to need that. Let me just put it down. We're just here to quickly check. We're not going to spend that long here. I'm not going to go beyond rank 2 or anything like that. Do I want to solve this? No, of course not. I mean, this has steps, but we're not going to rank 8. We're just going to look at that corner room. We're not going to rank 5 either. Not for 5 steps. Or 10 steps. So I'm just going to roll the dice here and see if we can get the, that one room. Well, either the kitchen or the cheaty room that gives us all our steps back whenever we're low. I guess either one. Not the commissary. Yeah, the kitchen is what I said. Okay. So I guess we might continue today. But we will end the episode. Just gotta get the money, which I guess I should have picked up first. Oh wait. Is this enough steps to get back? 3, 2, just barely. Banana, 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 banana. Club sandwich. And we got like, how many red rooms? Just the one. Okay, 36 steps might be enough to explore the blueprints version of the house, but I'm not entirely sure because the hallways seem to take more than one step and we gotta expend some steps to get there. But maybe this same day we'll actually complete the message, I guess. We'll see. Now would be a good time to take a break.